Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call. Head on down to Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart for a meal that'll make the whole family happy. Wash down our Statesman-approved chicken fried steak with an old-fashioned root beer float. Keeping healthy? Grab a peach salad and roasted chicken. We can't wait to see y'all at Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart. Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
The golden age of recruiting.
All right, and we are live here for some junior varsity baseball action between the Lockhart Lions and the visiting Austin Navarro Vikings here at Lions Field. I want to welcome everybody to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports, right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. My name is Emilio Sarge-Waters, going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action for today's baseball game. Do want to give a shout-out to my wife, who's back home right now watching the game, as she's going to be doing a little QA for us today. We're making sure that we sound good and look good, as well as Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties. You can take a look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and you can follow along the game with us with every run, hit, strike out, and walk and inning with courtesy of the Kent Riddle Property Scoreboard. I want to thank him for his contributions and his support for Lockhart Lions Sports and his sponsorship of Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And also want to give a big shout out to our main sponsor, Recon Athlete, and the many sponsors that we're going to be airing in commercial spots here during the broadcast. So if you happen to go by one of their establishments, give them a big thank you for supporting Lions Pride Sports broadcast and being a big sponsor, so that we can bring you all the live broadcasts that we can of Lockhart Lions Sports. As we get set for the first pitch of the game, we're going to get a little bit of an early start of about 10 minutes. And here in a little bit, I'll take you around the horn with the Lockhart Lions. But right now, stepping up to the plate, batting first for the Vikings is going to be Boomigan, the number 7. On the mound for the Lockhart Lions will be Weston Phillips. And he'll set to throw the first pitch, and that one's going to be swung on and hit towards the shortstop. And that'll be caught for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 13, Yanez. Of course, around the horn with the Lockhart Lions, starting at behind the plate, it's going to be Gutierrez, number 3. At first base, going to be Zefran Jaimes, number 18. At second, Zeke Rodriguez. Shortstop's going to be Mendez. At third base, going to be Ivan Lopez. As Phillips delivers the first pitch, low and in the dirt. At left field, number 12, Tanner Castillo. Center field, Alexander Juarez, number 16. And in right field is going to be Austin Rodriguez, number 22. And once again, on the mound for the Lockhart Lions is Weston Phillips, number 7. And that'll be swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Count's going to be 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Got a nice little breeze blowing out towards right center field. The 1-1 pitch going to be swung on and hit to the shortstop. Scooped up over to first base for out number 2. That's going to be Mendez with the play. And that'll bring up number 1, Tellez, up to the batter's box. First pitch to Tellez. He's going to be swinging. That's going to make its way towards right center field. And that's going to roll to the fence as Alexander Juarez chases it down. Took a bad angle on it. So Tellez will reach base on a single to right center field. And that'll bring up Medrano up to the plate, number 16. Once again, with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, no score. Swinging on the first pitch, out to Mendez at short, scoops it up over to first, and that'll do it for the Vikings here in the top half of the first inning, as Mendez gets 2 ground outs towards his way. Vikings leave 1 runner stranded. And the score is 0-0 after a half inning of play. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, Shimmer Me tumblers can create what you need. From the pro sports like the NFL and the NBA, as well as college sports and Lockhart Lion sports, and inspirational tumblers. At Shimmer Me Tumblers we can also create custom-made pens and mechanical pencils. So if it's a custom-made pen, mechanical pencil or tumbler, we can create just about any design to give your tumbler, pen and pencil a one-of-a-kind look. So, just look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at juarez0725@icloud.com.
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
All right, we're back for the start of the bottom half of the first inning as the Vikings send 4 up to the plate, leave 1 runner stranded, 1 base hit. And the Lockhart Lions will be coming up to bat Leading things off for the Lions when we get into action will be number 6, Mendez, the shortstop, who had 2 great putouts in the top half of the first inning. Batting second will be number 9, Ivan Lopez, the third baseman. Batting third, Zeke Rodriguez, number 21, the second baseman. Batting in the cleanup position, number 16, Alexander Juarez, who's at center field. Batting in the 5th spot, number 22, Austin Rodriguez at right field. Batting in the number 6 spot, number 18, Zephyrin Hyman is the first baseman. Batting in the number 7 slot, number 12, Tanner Castillo, the left fielder. Batting 8th, the pitcher, number 7, Weston Phillips. And rounding out the batting order, behind the plate, number 3, Gutierrez. And that's how the Lions will come up to bat. As a throwdown to second will be taking place here in a minute. And a nice cool day for some baseball. Once again, want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. And once again, you'll be watching their commercial spots throughout the game. We want to give a shout out to the top sponsors that we have this year for the 2021-2022 season. Of course, Recon Athlete, our main sponsor. Kent Riddle, one of our huge sponsors of Kent Riddle Properties. Got Johnny Baron's Record Service. Kreitz Market, Adam & Sons AC and Heating. To go along with the others that we have, Changing Faces Barbershop, Adrian Gutierrez Photography, Commerce Street Cafe, The Daily Grind Cafe, and once again, you'll see those commercials throughout the broadcast, along with the Lounge Sports Bar, Reina Drywall, Shimmer Me Tumblers, A1 Bell Bonds, and One Ghost Fitness. As we get set, Mendez steps into the batter's box. And that one's going to be outside for ball 1. And on the mound for the Vikings, number 7, Burmagon. That one's going to be right off the fist. Fouls it off his foot. And Mendez is looking at a 1-1 count. One pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on, sent to the second baseman, who comes up, thrown over to first, and in time for out number 1. So that'll be a 4-3 put out, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Lopez, number 9, up to the plate. These two teams faced each other earlier in the week on Tuesday night at Navarro High School. The Lockhart Lions coming out with a big victory, 25-4 in that game. Swinging a grounder towards the shortstop on his way to first. The throw will be there, not in time, as Lopez legs it out for an infield single. And that'll bring up number 21, Zeke Rodriguez, up to the plate. Of course, the Lockhart Lions defeated the Vikings last night at Nelson Field by a score of 13-1. To take their district record to 5-4 and 12-11-1 overall, and that one's going to be high behind the batter as Lopez was stealing second, keeps going to third on the pass ball, and he'll get there. Great hustle by Lopez. Of course, we had a fantastic interview with Adam Renteria of Adam & Sons AC and Heating, coaching a minor league team for Lockhart Little League, and will be managing the Lockhart squad for the RBI League this summer. That one's going to be swung on, hit to right center field, and that'll find the gap out there as Rodriguez is running first, motoring over to second, and he will stop there for a stand-up double, and he'll collect an RBI out of it. And that'll bring up Alexander Juarez, the center fielder, up to the plate. Once again, 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Lockhart Lions lead 1-0. Swinging on the first pitch, hits it up towards the right side. And that one's going to be caught by the second baseman on a great play for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 22, Austin Rodriguez, up to the plate. Of course, if you're interested in getting your child into an RBI league, that one's hit right back up the middle, and that's going to be a single, and Zeke Rodriguez is going to be waved home. That ball's going to get past the center fielder, so Zeke will get home safely. And that'll be the second run of the game for the Lions. And that'll bring up Zephyrin Hymas up to the plate. I'll get you some information on how to sign up and register your child for RBI League this summer. You get in contact with Adam Renteria at 512-844-2695, or you could email him at adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Of course, myself, along with Paul Ancita, will be coaching the RBI Summer League team. So we look forward to doing that. And that one's going to hit Hymas. And he'll go to first base. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 12, Tanner Castillo, up to the plate. There's a timeout at the plate, little equipment malfunction for the catcher. And we get back into action. Once again, Tanner Castillo digging into the batter's box. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Castillo with the swing and a ground ball towards the shortstop. Can't handle it. And the bases will be loaded as Rodriguez moves over to third. Hymas to second. Castillo with the infield single to first, to short. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Weston Phillips, number 7. And in the on-deck circle will be the catcher, Gutierrez. And that one's going to be outside for ball 1. And that one's going to be called strike 1. And Phillips will swing at that one. Fouls it back to the backstop for strike 2. So 1-2 to count. Bases loaded. Rodriguez at third. Hymas at second. Castillo at first. Phillips at the plate. And that one's going to be a drive towards left field down the line. That one's going to be fair. That'll score 1. Hymas rounding second on his way home. And that'll be a 2 RBI single for Phillips as Castillo gets to second. So that'll make the score Lockhart Lions 4, Navarro Vikings 0. With 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Stepping up to the plate is going to be the catcher, Gutierrez. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Runner goes. Castillo will get there safely. Big swing and a miss for strike one. So there will be runners at second and third. Castillo at third. Phillips at second. Both credited with stolen bases. Gutierrez at the plate with a 1-1 count. That one's going to be high for ball two. That one go off the fist down the right side. And over to first base for out number 3. And that'll do it. The Lockhart Lions send 9 batters up to the plate here in the bottom half of the first. 4 runners score, 4 batters score. So after 1 inning of play, it is Lockhart Lions 4, Navarro Vikings 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
At Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service, we've got your towing in Lockhart and surrounding areas covered. Founded in 1967 by Jesse Johnny Barone and Fidelia Barone, Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service is a family-owned and operated business in Lockhart, Texas, and have been in the business for over 50 years now. That means we've got the experience that it takes to be the best. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service provides wrecker and towing service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with a bilingual staff of dispatchers, drivers, office staff, and managers who provide excellent and friendly customer service. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service will treat you like you're part of the family, ready to assist you when you need it. Our friendly, experienced staff will get you and your vehicle where you need to go safely. Come by and visit us at 1400 South Commerce Street in Lockhart, Texas, or call us at 512-668-4840. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service. We're committed to providing a service you can be proud of.
And we are back for the start of the second inning. I want to remind everybody that we'll be back on the air on Monday night or Monday afternoon for a doubleheader at St. Paul in Shiner, Texas, as the Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity game squad is going to have a doubleheader that day. Game times will be at 5 and 7 p.m., and we'll be bringing all that live action on Monday afternoon here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we get set for the top of the second inning as number 8, Aurier, comes up to bat. And, of course, Tuesday night right here at Lions Field, it'll be senior night as the Lockhart Lions will be hosting the Northeast Raiders of Austin, Texas, formerly known as Reagan High School. And once again, that'll be senior night as we acknowledge the seniors on the varsity baseball team. And the Lockhart Lions look to take another step closer to going to the playoffs for the second straight year in a row. Once again, the first time since 1968 when they did it in 66, 67, and 68. Ground ball hit to Rodriguez at second. Over to first base. A little low, and Zephyrin can't come up with it. So that's going to be Oye will reach on an error. And that'll bring up number 20, Adame, up to the plate. So Adame will step up to the plate with the leadoff batter here in the top of the second at first base. Big swing and a miss. And Oye will get to second on the pass ball as he was stealing, so he'll get credited with the stolen base. And the count will be 0-1 to Adame. Swinging hard down the left side, and that'll be foul for strike 2. Once again, Weston Phillips on the mound. one's going to be hit sharply towards the shortstop over to third, where they'll make the forced tag at third base, and they'll get the lead runner, Oye, for out number one. So Adama will reach on a fielder's choice, and he'll be at first base as number 9 Torres steps into the batter's box. That one's going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop for strike one. So count will be 0-1 to Torres. Hard shot hit toward past the diving shortstop. That'll get into left center field. That'll be chased down. Alexander Waters with the throw to third on a bullet. They're going to catch the runner off of second base, and Adama's going to get caught in the rundown. He'll be chased down for out number 2. And Torres will reach on a single to left center field. So 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And that'll bring out number 10, Luna, up to the plate. Great job by the center fielder, Alexander Waters, to bring that one in. Along with the help from Ivan Lopez at third, Mendez at short, and Rodriguez at second, they were able to get the runner Adame tagged out at third as they caught him in a pickle. And they're going to call Phillips on a balk. And that'll move Torres over to second. As Phillips didn't come to a set position, which was the reasoning for the balk. That one's going to be chopped right in front of the plate, foul for strike one. Once again, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Score still remains Lockhart Lions 4, Navarro Vikings 0. Runner goes. That one's going to be hit down the left side to Lopez at third. Over to first. Nice stretch by Jaimes. And that'll do it. The Vikings will go down. No runs. And the score still remains after 1.5 innings of play. Lockhart Lions 4. Austin Navarro Vikings 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
And we are back for the start of the bottom half of the second inning as we head back to the top of the lineup for the Lockhart Lions. And leading things off will be Mendez, who grounded out to the second baseman to start the inning off for the Lions back in the first inning. Of course, want to give a couple of big shout-outs. Of course, Kent Riddle, Roland, thanks for all our travel and hard work. It's not been easy. It hasn't been easy, Kent, but you know what? With the great supporters like you and all the other sponsors that we got, it makes it that much more special and that much more easier for us to bring Lockhart Lions sports to everybody around the world by way of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. So thank you all very much. Of course, Larry Honeycutt says go Lions, and my Madre says go Lions as well. So right off the bat, it's going to be 2-0 to the batter Mendez. Boomagon still on the mound for the Vikings. A swing and a chopper down the left side, and that one's going to be fair as it goes off the bag. Mendez will be safely at first as he turns on his way to second. That ball's going to be a little high, gets past the second baseman. Mendez gets up on his way to third. So Mendez will get a double out of it and will go to third on the overthrow to second. And that'll bring up Ivan Lopez up to the plate. He's singled and scored back in the first inning. That one's going to be swung on the first pitch out to the shortstop. Coming up, throwing over to first base. And in time for out number one, but Mendez will score from third. And now stepping into the batter's box, Zeke Rodriguez, who had an RBI double and has been 1 for 1 this afternoon. He'll step into the batter's box. He'll swing at the first pitch and fouls it back to the backstop for strike one. And that's going to hit Zeke. And he'll go to first base. And that'll bring up Alexander Waters, who's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Popped up to the second baseman back in the first inning. He'll step into the batter's box with one out here in the bottom of the second. With Zeke Rodriguez at first base. Zeke would move. He was on the move to second. Ground ball hit to the third baseman, unable to hang on to it. And Alexander Waters will be safe at first. And that'll bring up Austin Rodriguez as Zeke Rodriguez advances to second. Austin Rodriguez singled to center field and scored. So he's 1 for 1 this afternoon. Double steal on the move. Rodriguez over to third. Ball's going to get past the third baseman, and Rodriguez will come home. Alexander Juarez will advance to third base on the throw. So the count's going to be 1-0. Got a runner at third base. That'll be Juarez. And that pitch is going to be outside to Rodriguez. That'll make it 2-0. And inside for ball 3. 3-0 the count. And that'll be outside for ball 3. 3-0 to count. And that'll be ball 4 as they get past the catcher. And Juarez will score easily. There's going to be a timeout. As Rodriguez hit at first after getting walked. Zefren Jaimes looks to step into the batter's box after the meeting at the pitcher's mound. And once again, want to remind everybody that it'll be senior night this Tuesday night here at Lions Field, as Austin Northeast Raiders will be coming in to Lions Field to take on the Lions in varsity baseball action. It'll be a special start time for that broadcast, as we're going to be here to broadcast the announcement of the seniors for senior night. As we get back into action, Jaime steps into the batter's box. Looks like we got a courtesy runner at first base. And Jaime squares around to bunt, bunts it down the left side. Pitcher comes up throwing, unable to get there in time, so Jaime beats out the bunt. And we'll reach base on a bunt single. That was a wild bunt because that ball was headed right towards his face, and Jaimes was able to get it down on a perfect bunt down the third baseline. So we have 2 runners on the base paths, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second, and a big swing by Tanner Castillo goes just foul. So that'll be down the foul line for strike 1. As the Lockhart Lions have put 3 runners across the plate to move their lead up to 7-0. And a big swing and a miss for strike 2. A drive in between third and short, and Tanner Castillo will get on with a single. Rounding third, coming home. The throw home will be close and not in time. As Sanchez, who was running for Rodriguez, will score. Hymas will go to third. Castillo to second on the throw. And that'll make the score. Lockhart Lions 9. Vikings 0, as we have another courtesy runner coming into the game. That'll be number 6, White. And he'll be running for Castillo. So he'll take his place at second base. A swing and a fly down the left side. That's going to be trouble for the shortstop, and he'll drop it, and coming home will be Hymas, and he'll score. As White will go to third base, and Phillips will continue on to second. And that'll make the score. Lockhart Lions 9, Navarro Vikings 0, and another courtesy runner coming in, number 21. We'll have to get that number once again. It went over to second base to run for Castillo, or for Phillips. At the plate right now is number 3, Gutierrez, and that'll be a big swing and a miss for strike one. And this will be the second inning in a row where the Lions have sent 9 up to the plate. That one's going to be outside. Gets past the catcher. Coming home. The throw's going to be a little off back to the pitcher, which would have been on time. And White will score easily. And the courtesy runner for Phillips will get to third base. And that'll make the count 1-1. So Lockhart's already put 6 runs on the board here in the bottom half of the second. That one's going to be hit off the fist towards the third baseman, who can't come up with it over to first. And not in time. As number 21, the courtesy runner for Phillips, will score. And Gutierrez will get to first on an error by the third baseman. And we're going to have another courtesy runner as Jordan Nino. I heard them calling out for him. We'll be heading over to first base. As we'll have a pinch hitter coming in. That'll be number 5. Or not pinch hitter. It'll be number 5, Mendez, stepping into the batter's box. He's 1 for 2 today. And that one's going to be over his head for ball 1. The Lockhart Lions extend their lead to 11-0 as they send their 10th batter up to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter as Perez is in the on-deck circle. And he'll be batting for Ivan Lopez. And they're going to call a balk on the pitcher, Bumagon. And Gutierrez will go to second base. Jordan Nino, who's running for Gutierrez, will be at second base. So the umpire going up there, letting the pitcher know what he did wrong in that situation. And that's a great thing right there. The umpire is able to go out there and let the pitcher know, hey, this is what happened, and this is what needs to be corrected. And that one's going to be behind the batter, and Nino's going to hustle his way to third base. So Nino will be 90 feet away from touching home plate. Count's going to be 2-0 to Mendez. Squared around to bunt. Bunts right through it. And that's going to be, looks like they're going to say Mendez got a piece of it for strike one. So that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike as Nino was on the move. He'll have to go back to third base. That one's going to get past the catcher. Nino's going to be hurried home. And he'll slide in safely. That'll empty out the base pads. And that'll give the Lions a 12th run, 8th of the inning, as they lead the Navarro Vikings by a score of 12-0 here in the bottom half of the second. Only 1 out. Two-one pitch on the way. That's going to be outside for ball 4. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout. As Perez will be stepping up to the plate. And they're going to be, looks like there might be a pitching change. Now, while they do that, we'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, so no pitching change as Boomagan stays in the game, and Perez swings at the first one. That'll be fouled down the left side. So 0-1 pitch coming up to Perez. And that'll be outside for ball 1. As Mendez will steal second on the pass ball. Foul tip for strike 2. 1-2 to count. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll put Pettis at first base, as he will get walked. And that'll do it for Boomerang. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle. All right, there's going to be a new pitcher in the game. As we have 2 runners on the base pads. It'll be Mendez at second. Bettis at first. Cade Borchard at the plate. They'll look at the first pitch for ball 1. And on the mound for the Vikings is number 1, Tellez. And that one will be outside for ball 2. And the on-deck circle batting for Alexander Juarez will be number 4, Jordan Nino.
That one's going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop for strike one. 2-1 to count. And that one will get past the catcher for ball 3. 3-1 to count. That'll be high for ball 4, and Borchert will go to first, and that'll load the bases up for the Lockhart Lions with Jordan Needle coming up to the plate. So Jordan Needle will step into the batter's box for the first time this afternoon with bases loaded. And he'll look at the first pitch for ball 1. And a big swing for strike 1 as that one's fouled back to the backstop. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. That one will be outside for ball 2. That one's going to be swung on to a right center field, and that'll bounce right in front of the center fielder over to second to try and get the runner out at second, and he's going to be safe. And that'll score Mendez from third. Bettis will go to third. Cade Borchert over to second. Jordan Needle will single, and he'll be at first base, and that'll bring up number 2, Sanchez up to the plate. He'll be banned for Austin Rodriguez. That one's going to be swung on, fouled back for strike 1. A couple of shout-outs from my wife who's watching the game back home. Says, way to go, Alex, and go Lions. And then look at baby Josiah, who was in the screen for a little moment. Of course, that's our grandson, the son of Alex Juarez. And Sanchez at the plate. That'll be outside for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Lockhart pushing 9 across the plate so far. And that'll be sent towards the shortstop. Bobbles it over to second base and in time for out number 2. As Nito will be forced out. So Sanchez will reach on a fielder's choice and 1 run will come across the plate. And that'll make it 3 outs, and that'll end the inning. So at the end of 2 innings, it's Lockhart Lions 14, Austin Navarro Vikings 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE, and HUB certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634 or send an email to reynaconstruction@sbcglobal.com.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
All right, and we are back as we get set for the top half of the 3rd inning. As Misal comes up to bat, or Miguel. And he'll swing at the first pitch for strike 1. Phillips still on the mound for the Lions. And that one's going to catch that outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 2-pitch breaker. That's going to be outside for ball 1. As that scoots past the catcher. And that'll catch that inside corner for strike 3 and out number 1. And that'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Brumagon, who started off at pitcher for the Vikings. He flew out to the shortstop to start the game off. And he'll look at the first pitch, ball 1 on the outside. A swing and a ground ball hit past the shortstop out into left field, and Boomagon will reach base safely. And that'll bring up Yanez up to the plate. He grounded out to the shortstop. His first plate appearance, so he's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Throw to first base, not in time. Nice move by Phillips. And that's going to hit the batter. That'll catch a piece of the shirt, which is part of the body. So Giannis will go to first base on a hit by pitch, and Boomagan will go to second. And that'll bring up Teles up to the plate. And the first pitch to Teles will be low for ball one. Swinging a ground ball hit back up the middle over to second for one, over to first, not in time. So that'll be out number 2 as Teles will reach on a fielder's choice. For out number 2. That'll put runners on the corner for the Vikings, and that'll bring up Medrano up to the plate. Now swing at the first pitch and fouls it towards the right side into the backstop for strike one. A swing and a miss for strike two. That one's going to be hit towards the right side, and that'll be fair. There's one run across the plate for the Vikings. That'll be Boomagan. Giannis Teles will go to second. Medrano will get a single to right field. And that'll put a run up on the board for the Vikings. Lockhart Lions 14, Navarro Vikings 1. And that'll bring up number 8, Oye, up to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. And that'll be a chopper hit to the second baseman. Over to first. Nice stretch by Holden in time for out number 3. So after 2.5 innings of play, it is Lockhart Lions 14, Navarro Vikings 1. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
The Lounge Sports Bar, located at 211 East Market Street, just off of downtown Lockhart. The right place to have a great time with friends and enjoy the game on our big screen TVs. We have a large bar lounge, allowing for many people to crowd around and cheer on your favorite team. The Lounge Sports Bar, open 7 days a week starting at 11 a.m. The best place in Lockhart to enjoy cold beverages and watch live sports. So make the Lounge Sports Bar your favorite destination for sports and drinks.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices, whether it's commercial or residential. Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Now we're back for the bottom half of the third inning as the Vikings able to put one across the plate. Got a new pitcher on the mound. That'll be number 20, Adame, up to the plate, up to the mound. As we're going to have a new batter coming into the game. Batting for Zephyrin is going to be number 14, Holden Edelton. And he'll step into the batter's box, and Adame will face Edelton for the first time. And in the on-deck circle will be White, number 6, who will be batting for the second time today. But right now, Edelton steps into the batter's box. Swinging on the first pitch. Bounce it over to the left side. Third baseman can't come up with it. And that'll be strike one. And a bouncer to the shortstop can't come up with it. Edelton will be safe at first. And that'll bring up White, number 6, up to the plate. And he'll swing at the first pitch towards the third baseman. Over to second is going to be an overthrow. And runners will stay in place. As White will stay at first. And I'll put runners on second and third. As Phillips, the pitcher, will step into the batter's box. The only one that hasn't been substituted out. Along with Gutierrez, the catcher, and Mendez, the shortstop. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one. I'll tell you what, the coaching staff got to be pleased. That one's going to be swung on and fouled off to the left side. Everybody on the lineup has reached base for the Lockhart Lions, the starters and subs. As Weston Phillips is behind in the count, 0-2. They'll swing at the 0-2 pitch, sends it over towards the left fielder, over the left fielder's head. And they're going to send Holden home. And he'll be there safely. On a great effort play by the left fielder. As Holden will score from second. White will stay at second base, and Phillips will get a single to left field. And that'll make the score Lockhart Lions 15. Navarro Vikings 1 as Gutierrez steps into the batter's box. And that one's going to be hit towards left center field, and that's going to find the gap out there. White will score from second, and over to third will be Phillips. And Gutierrez will get a double, an RBI double at that. And that'll bring up number 11. Hernandez. Okay, Hernandez is the only one that has not gotten on base for the Lions. Of course, this is his first plate appearance this afternoon, so here he is to complete that. And he'll step into the batter's box with nobody out. 2 runners on the base pads at second and third. And that pitch will be behind him for ball 1. And that'll be in the dirt for ball 2. A swing and a miss for strike 1. And that one's going to be tipped at the plate, so that'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Hernandez will go down swinging for out number 1. And that'll bring up Bettis up to the plate. And he'll send that one down the left side. Foul for strike 1. That'll be swung on towards center field. And that'll bounce in front of the center fielder. 1 run will score. That'll be Phillips crossing the plate. As Gutierrez will make his way to third. Bettis with a single to center. And that'll put runners on the corner. As the Lockhart Lions extend the lead, 16-1. Swinging on the first pitch is Cade Borchard, and that'll get into the outfield. Scoring Gutierrez from third. Perez will go to second. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up Jordan Nino up to the plate. And he'll swing at the first pitch. That'll be a pop-up to the second baseman, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Sanchez, number 2. And that one's going to be swung on and hit to left field. And it'll just get over the left fielder's head. 1 run will score. They're sending around the second run, coming around third. And that'll be Perez and Borchard that will score. And that'll do it for the third inning, as the Lockhart Lions lead by a score of 19-1. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
And we're back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for the top half of the fourth inning, where the Lockhart Lions have been relentless here tonight, or this afternoon, with leading the Vikings by a score of 19-1 in junior varsity action. As the Lockhart Lions scored 4 in the bottom of the first, 10 in the bottom of the second, 5 in the bottom of the third, while the Vikings were able to put a run on the board in the top half of the third inning. And that's where we sit at 19-1 as we get set for the top of the fourth. And what will probably be the final at bat, as Adame will step into the batter's box for the second time this afternoon. And still on the mound, pitching for the Lions is Weston Phillips, who's done a great job for the Lions. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Of course, Adame was on the mound for the Vikings this last half inning. He'll send the chopper down the left side towards the shortstop, over to first, and it'll bounce to Holden, and he'll make the stab. He'll make the snag for out number 1. On a 6-3 put out for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 9, Torres, up to the plate. He singled his first plate appearance back in the second inning, singled to left field. course, you saw Adam Renteria on the screen. Big supporter of Lockhart Line Sports. That one's hit sky high to center field. And the catch will be made for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 10, Luna, up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon, grounded out. There's going to be a designated hitter. It'll be number 11. Curran. They look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Breaking ball, catching that outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One and 2 to count. And breaking ball high, just missing for ball 2. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 4th inning. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And the Vikings will go down in order. 1, 2, 3. So after 3.5 innings of play, Lockhart Lions still lead by a score 19-1. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
At Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service, we've got your towing in Lockhart and surrounding areas covered. Founded in 1967 by Jesse Johnny Barone and Fidelia Barone, Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service is a family-owned and operated business in Lockhart, Texas, and have been in the business for over 50 years now. That means we've got the experience that it takes to be the best. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service provides wrecker and towing service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with a bilingual staff of dispatchers, drivers, office staff, and managers who provide excellent and friendly customer service. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service will treat you like you're part of the family, ready to assist you when you need it. Our friendly, experienced staff will get you and your vehicle where you need to go safely. Come by and visit us at 1400 South Commerce Street in Lockhart, Texas, or call us at 512-668-4840. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service. We're committed to providing a service you can be proud of.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
Head on down to Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart for a meal that'll make the whole family happy. Wash down our Statesman-approved chicken fried steak with an old-fashioned root beer float. Keeping healthy? Grab a peach salad and roasted chicken. We can't wait to see y'all at Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart.
And we're back here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast for the bottom half of the 4th inning as a Lockhart Lions junior varsity team hosting the junior varsity squad of Austin Navarro. The Vikings having a rough time today, but big hitting by the Lockhart Lions has been the key for today's ball game as the Lockhart Lions lead by a score of 19-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And lead things off for the Lions will be number 14, Holden Edelton. And he'll look at the first pitch for ball 1. He'll take a swing at that one over toward the left side, gets right past the shortstop, and Edelton will reach base on an error. And that'll bring up White up to the plate. And he'll swing at the first pitch for strike one. Swinging a drive to left field. Is going to get over the left fielder's head, and that'll get to the fence. Edelton's going to be rounding second on his way to third, where he'll be held up. And White will get a stand-up double. And that'll put 2 runners on the base paths. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Phillips. On a swing and a miss to start things off for the pitcher. Strike one. And that one's going to be inside for ball one. And that ball almost clipping Phillips. And then the on-deck circle for the Lions will be the catcher, Gutierrez. Phillips is 3 for 3 this afternoon. And now I want to get past the catcher for ball two. Once again, Adam is still on the mound. And that will hit Phillips. And that'll load the bases up. As Phillips will be at first, White at second, Holden at third. Gutierrez up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 this afternoon, with 2 run scores and an RBI. And then look at the first pitch, high for ball one. And nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth, excuse me. And that one will be hit down the right side past the diving second baseman. Edelton will score from third. White rounding third on his way home. And that'll clear the bases as Gutierrez has a 3 RBI triple or double. And that'll take us to the top of the lineup, number 11. And he'll pop one over towards first base, and the first baseman making the stop over tagging first for out number 1. Gutierrez will go to third on a throw. On the ground out to first. So a 3-run scored by Gutierrez on the base clearing double. It is Lockhart 22, Vikings 1. And stepping up to the plate will be number 15, Perez. And he'll look at the first pitch, high and inside for ball one. Swinging at the 1-0 pitch, fouls it back for strike one. A 1-1 pitch will be in the dirt for ball two. Swing and a miss for strike two. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. That'll be outside for ball 3, and that'll make the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. With Cade Borchard in the on-deck circle. And that's going to be a foul ball off the tip of the bat. Count will still remain 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. And that's going to catch that inside corner for strike 3 on a drop third strike. Over to first to complete it. And that'll be out number 2 on a great pitch by Adame. Great job by the catcher to hang on to it, although he dropped it, getting it over to first base and keeping the runner at third. And that'll bring up Cade Borchard up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk, a single to left field, and a run scored. Swinging on the first pitch, pops it up. Catcher unable to keep his feet underneath him, falls down, and that'll fall in foul territory for strike 1. And that one will be fouled off the end of the bat for strike 2. A swing and a drive into center field, and that'll score 1 more run as Gutierrez will come in from third. And Borchard will get his second base hit of the game. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino up to the plate. That'll make the score Lockhart Lions 23, Navarro Vikings 1. And a ground ball hit down the right side. That'll get it to right field. Rounding second on his way to third is Borchard. And Nino's going to make his way to second on a throw to third. So great base IQ by Jordan Nino as he singles to right field. That'll put runners in third and second with Sanchez coming up to the plate. This will be the 9th batter for the Lions here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That one's going to be behind the catcher. Borchard's looking to make his way home. Goes back to third. The throw to second will get away from the second baseman. And all runners will be safe. So on the 1-0 pitch, going to be hit to left field. And the left fielder is going to come up with a fantastic catch to end the inning. Lockhart Lions bat 9 and score 4 here in the bottom of the 4th and have the lead by a score of 23-1 as we go into the top half of the 5th inning. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
At One Ghost Fitness, our main focus is providing a premium one-on-one personal training experience. Our comfortable and friendly environment ensures each person reaches their maximum potential. Coach Andrea and Coach Hector are ready for your fitness journey. We can train any individual from women to men ages 60 plus. If you've had knee, shoulder, or back problems recently, we can help. We train high school or college athletes with strength and mobility, and regular people just wanting to live a better life and lose some fat on the way. We're located at 903 Fannin Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can reach us at 512-787-6271. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. One Ghost Fitness.
And we are back, which will likely be the last inning of the game, as the Lockhart Lions have a huge lead by a score of 23-1. The Vikings will need to put 13 runs across the plate to keep this game going into the bottom half of the fifth inning, as there's a 10-run rule after 5 or 4.5 innings, which we're about to get to right now. On the mound for the Lions is still Weston Phillips. And stepping into the batter's box will be number 18, Miguel. And he'll take a big swing at the first pitch for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Weston Phillips getting him to chase after that one. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, and that's just going to miss on the outside for ball one. Breaking ball high, missing for ball two. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 3. And out number 1. As we head over to the top of the batting lineup with Boomagan at the plate. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a line drive hit to left field, and Boomagan will reach base for the second time this afternoon with a single to left field. And that'll bring out number 13, Giannis, up to the plate. He was hit by the pitch his last plate appearance and was left stranded at first. Or was forced out at second. And for the second straight time, Giannis will take base as he is hit by the pitch for the second time this afternoon. So he'll go to first base, and Boomagan will go to second. And that'll bring up number 1, Tellis, up to the plate. The runner goes over to third, and he will slide in safely. And Giannis will go over to second base. Swing and a miss. Count's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter, Tellis. Once again, 2 Vikings on the base pads, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And that'll be called strike 2 on the outside corner. Looks like the umpire was about to say strike 3. So the count will be 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. A swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll make it 2 outs. As the Vikings are down to their final out. And that'll bring up Medrano up to the plate, number 16. And he'll start off with a big swing and a miss for strike 1. And once again, I want to remind everybody, Monday afternoon we'll be going live from Shiner, Texas, as the Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity team will be taking on the St. Paul Cardinals in a doubleheader matchup at 5 and 7 p.m. And we'll be there to bring you all the live action. So if you can't make it to the game, don't worry. Let us bring the game to you. 0-2 count coming up. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's going to do it, as this ball game is going to come to a conclusion with the Lockhart Lions defeating the Navarro Vikings by a score 13-1. So congratulations to the Lockhart Lions on winning another game, and that's going to do it for this broadcast. And once again, we'll be going live Monday afternoon for a doubleheader at St. Paul in Shiner, Texas. But that's going to do it for us this afternoon. Lockhart Lions 23, Navarro Vikings 1. And like I always say, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by the main sponsor, Recon Athlete. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!